Hey guys, it has been at least 3 weeks, maybe even a month, since I have been able to post because we have been so sick. We are going on 2.5 weeks of being sick, and we have not been able to share and update all the stuff that has happened here on the farm. So I'm gonna show you guys all the footage and I'm gonna give you an update. One of the big exciting things is we have the irrigation all put together and put in the ground. So the last, I think, footage that we shot was Jacob putting all of the hydrants in the ground, getting them hooked up to the rest of the piping. You know, there's a special glue you have to use. There's, you have to be able to drop all of the irrigation into the ground. It just takes, you know, a lot of work, and we wanted to be able to have multiple hydrants in the field because we're going to have multiple sections. And so we managed to put 6 hydrants out in the field, and all of these hydrants are going to be fed off of the large green water tower that we purchased, and that's a 5,000 gallon tank. Some exciting news about that is we actually had the NRCS folks come back out and talk to us about irrigation. And it's possible that we could get some financial assistance in purchasing another water tank and also getting materials so we can collect rainwater off of our pole barn, and that would also feed our large water tanks as well. So we got all of, and I say we, it's really Jacob that did all the irrigation. I just really helped get things in the ground, but we got the irrigation dropped into the ground. The last thing we have to do is move the large tank over to the pole barn and get it set up. But we have the pump, we've tested the water and it runs, there's no leaks. So eventually all of the hydrants out in our field, we're gonna be able to water tunnels, we're gonna be able to have above ground irrigation, we're gonna be able to hook up our drip line, whatever we need. It's gonna be amazing pressure, and this is all possible because Jacob worked his tush off.
Now I'm trying to, this is an elbow, and it's gonna just curve this upwards, so then I can screw this onto the top. Gotcha. And then it sits, I got tall ones because I like having the hydrant up a little, the hydrant nozzle up a little bit further. Yeah. But really we are here in the Pacific Northwest on the west side of the Cascades. We only need to bury our pipe about a foot.
Oh really?
You know, anything more than a foot is good.
Gotcha.
You're just trying to get it below the frost line.
Looks good. So this is another big, exciting, but also daunting project, is we've decided to move our tunnel, and I'm gonna tell you why. We've decided to move our tunnel to the opposite side of the field for a couple of reasons. The first big reason is because we need our tunnels to get as much sunlight as possible, and we realized that the tree line on the north side of our property, the tree line casts a shadow that goes to the center, possibly even farther than that, into our field in the wintertime. So Jacob was right the whole time. He told me this would possibly be a problem. I have apologized profusely to him for not listening the first time, but thankfully the tunnel wasn't up all the way. We had just put rebar in the ground. So we decided a couple of weeks ago that we needed to move the high tunnel so we could make sure that the ranunculus and the tulips that we put in the tunnel are gonna get full sunlight all year round. So we have started to till and cut off the kind of grass layer of this plot, and then we had a ton of compost brought in. And so we're gonna be getting all the rows set with fresh compost, and then we're gonna get our ranunculus in the ground. But moving our tunnel was kind of a bummer, but thankfully it wasn't set up all the way. Another big thing, an update to share, is that we didn't get a couple of the grants that we had hoped to get. Not getting the grant money, which would have been anywhere from 10 to 20 grand, not getting grant money was a blow, because right now, you know, even $1,000 would make a huge difference in getting us where we want to be. But we are going to build this flower farm, and we are going to grow at a pace that makes sense. We did cut way back on the amount of peonies that we ordered. We originally, I think, were gonna grow like 600 or 700, but now we're just gonna do 100 because that's all we could afford. We're actually gonna put them in pots, and then we have to wait until we have enough money to be able to amend the ground and treat it with lime because it's very acidic. So we've cut back on the peonies, we've moved the tunnel. We are also packaging up spring bulb orders. So I have some footage from that, but my mom came over and we briefly had some ranunculus corms and tulip bulbs for sale on our website. We have done this a couple years now, and it has taken us many years to finesse and improve the system of building our website, you know, collecting orders, keeping them organized. It is not for the faint of heart. We have posted our spring 23 flower CSA or flower subscription. Right now I'm only offering one package, and that is 4 large bouquets, and you pick them up in the spring from our farm. That's another vital part of our business, and that helps us get through the winter, is folks purchasing that. I think another quick update is that we've pretty much finished digging up our dahlia tubers. We posted our last episode 4, was about digging and storing. Now, we typically don't divide our tubers until spring, just because it can be easier to see the eyes in the spring. But I am going to be posting a dividing video here for folks that want it and that can use it. But I think that's kind of it. I mean, we've had some big things that have happened in the last couple of weeks, well, months really. Being sick has really just taken it out of us. Anyway, like, subscribe, whatever you can do to support us, we greatly appreciate it. And if there's new content you want to see, drop a comment and let us know. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.